let's get to the spreadsheet. But before we do, I decided how I want to do this. First, I was going to do a presentation, but I decided that's not what I want to do. I think the best way to approach
Holy
this.
shit! Look at this.
I shot this email to you, Dan. What I want you to do, I don't want to tell you anything about this. I just want you to describe what you're seeing, and then just describe it to the listeners, and then that's it. I think you can just describe what this is and what I've done here, and I can answer any questions you might have. And then we'll also post this on the Patreon. But this is for the paid subscribers only. You pay for this. And I spend a lot of time on it.
I can see that. What I'm looking at.
I did.
It shows.
Okay.
That's evident.
I will say this. I started working on this on a big whiteboard in bed one night. I started writing
out
all.
You have a whiteboard too?
Yes. Well, actually, it's a clear marker board. And I started writing out all Jason Statham's whole filmography on this marker board in bed. And Melissa was trying to go to sleep. And I said, do you not want, yeah, she said, do you not want me to do this in here? And she's like, well, I'm trying to go to bed. I was like,
I'd rather you do it here where I know you're safe.
I guess I can put it down. I can work on this on my phone or something.
And then you
just trying to get some work done tonight.
Then you put all the listed names on pieces of paper on a corkboard, and you connected a red yarn that just connects one movie to the next in chronological order.
Well, I would have done that, but the only thing I had to physically write this down was the clear marker board. So I got about maybe 25 of these written down before I realized I couldn't fit them all.
Okay.
On the board. So then I had to switch over to Google Sheets. So go ahead and just describe what you're seeing.
Don't you hate when that happens? I'm looking at the work of a very sick man. I'm looking at a spreadsheet that is...
And I was sick. I was sick when I made this also. I was sick from work.
You're sick every day.
Go ahead.
There are several columns, and I guess I'll start. But, well, the overall impression I'm getting is a wall of movie titles and traits of those movies and release years, and also some color coding that I don't follow completely.
You can share screen so Jackie can see, too. She might be able to help.
Okay, hold on. Do I have to, like, permit screen sharing or something? I don't know.
I don't know. And then
Doesn't
Jackie,
matter.
you and Dan, you can also say what the document's called, if that helps at all.
Yes, I can say that. This is called Statham Stats.
All right, so this is kind of a spreadsheet. I'm seeing green and yellow highlighted. So
And some
backer
no,
whoa.
go back, make it bigger.
It is bigger.
No, you just made it smaller.
No, I didn't.
It's jumbo. Go full screen.
I'm full screen.
I'm seeing it full jumbo size.
No, I see it big now.
I mean, talk us through a little bit what's going on here.
It's kind of covered by the title. I can't really see what it says.
All right, we're stopping the share. You're not equipped to describe it.
I was. Let
She
me
was
see
helping.
it.
Go back.
I just had to look closely.
Bring
I'm
it back
blind
up.
as hell, dude. Okay, so this is all of the movies that Jason Statham has done on the left. Then it's the year. Next column is, was he, yes or no, the lead role?
Also, some of the movies are bold titled, and I don't know why bold titled.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Together.
Does he or does he not use a British accent? So we have British and American attempted. Character dies, yes or no. Chinese subplot, yes or no. Does he tell you the rules, yes or no? And then is it watchable? Is it watchable and has Paul seen it? Now it appears the yes on lead role is going to be the green highlighted, and then the yellow is going to tell you whether or not it was Chinese, British, or American, I think.
No, green is yes, he's seen it, but then that also makes the rest of the column
green is yes, green, he was the lead row.
Except for some of them are
role.
When he's
so
when he has an American accent, that's yellow, and then British/American, which I'm not sure what that means, is one of two shades of brick orange, and then the
Chinese subplot, no, is also yellow.
Let me help you guys understand the color system here. So what
You're colorblind is what this is telling me.
I am, but let me help you out what I did here. So if he's the lead role, then I started highlighting it as green, because then we're in, yes, it potentially is a Jason Statham movie category.
Okay.
Now, a green highlight means we're potentially in Jason Statham movie territory, and that's what I'm trying to establish here. So as you can see, Transporter is bold, meaning that I found it to be a Jason Statham movie.
Okay.
So it is.
You should have a key with
yes,
this,
I know.
by
I
the way.
should have made a key, but I didn't. So yes, he's the lead role. Yes, he has a British accent. No, he does not die. Yes, there's a Chinese subplot. Yes, he says rules.
So the rules are like
Rule number 1: no wanking off in the shed.
Exactly. So as long as he says some form of rules, and he does it more than you'd think that he does.
Rule number 2, stay away from the revolving door.
So as long as there's at least 3 of these categories that happen, it is a Jason Statham movie.
oh,
Any 3.
Yeah, and he's got to be the lead role. I feel like that goes without saying.
What if he was the lead role but had an American accent? There was no Chinese subplot, and he does die, but he doesn't say the rules, and you haven't watched it. Is that a Jason Statham
whether
movie?
I've watched it or not is not actually important to whether or not it's a Jason Statham movie. That's just bonus information.
I was just basing
included
that on
that just to help you guys out, just for fun.
And then I do have an observation to make about the ones you've seen that I want to get to in a minute. But I guess I was basing my impression off of the Romeo and Juliet row, which you've not seen. And
I have not seen Romeo and Juliet.
Not considered.
Have you updated this since this past weekend when you watched 100 movies?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
This is fully up to date as of while we were talking.
what I'm perhaps most, I guess, flabbergasted might be the word, is to see that there are boxes for check marks on the far right columns. Shout out far right, as if the movie is watchable and if Paul has seen it. And the ones he's seen are all also watchable.
Yes.
Now, Romeo and Juliet does not have the watchable check, but you also haven't seen it, so that's not
I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's watchable.
Yeah. Jackie, is Romeo and Juliet watchable?
I haven't seen it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you have.
What I can tell you about here's a movie like Safe. So look at Safe. It's down in 2012 category.
Job.
So yes, this is a Jason Statham movie. As you can see, it's got the Chinese subplot. He says rules. It is not watchable. But I would say that I'd seen it, but I did turn it off after about 10 minutes because it is not watchable. It is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
So that doesn't count as seeing it.
No, because it's not watchable.
Okay.
Well, you've seen it.
I couldn't see
The American
I couldn't see it 'cause
accent? I mean, is that a factor for you, or?
It is, and where that gets interesting for me is if you look at, where is it here?
This one right here?
No.
Not Romeo and Juliet.
Let's see. It's Homefront. Here we go. So Homefront is one in italics. So
I was gonna.
Homefront is not. I repeat, Homefront is not a Jason Statham movie, and I'll tell you why.
It says yes, he has the lead role.
Yes, he has the lead role, but he has an American accent. He does not die, but there is no Chinese subplot, and he does not say rules. It is it's also one that was written by Sylvester Stallone, and it kind of feels like Sylvester Stallone was just too old to star in it, but it felt like he wanted to. So it feels more like a Stallone movie than a Statham movie. It's also
I know
just
you
like
said this is for patrons only, but I really feel like you should start this discourse on Reddit.
That's mean.
How? I was actually thinking about uploading this to that to the
Yeah.
Data is beautiful.
You could.
No, put this on r/HBDPOD so everyone can.
And
chime
yeah.
in.
r/schizophrenia.
It might be
I
worth
didn't mean it as a mean thing. I meant
emailing this to
genuinely.
like TV6 also.
No, I was being nice.
No, I'm saying it might be good to just pass it along to them and say, just if you guys need to use this at all, it might be worth doing a special report.
I think that this is helpful if you are a lover of Jason Statham movies, but you'd wonder, am I watching a Jason Statham movie or am I just watching a movie with Jason Statham in it?
Mm-hmm.
Now the Pink Panther is watchable, but you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know it's watchable because it looks good, but I haven't watched it yet. I haven't I plan to.
No, I know. I get that. I understand that part. Is Chaos is also bold and italic?
Yes, Chaos, he had an American accent. There's no Chinese subplot, and he does not say rules.
Yeah.
So I would say that is... It also, like, it kind of switches, because it seems like it's a Jason Statham movie, but then it becomes... Ryan Phillippe kind of takes over as the lead role, because it's got, like, a fake out where you think Jason Statham dies, but he doesn't actually.
Did you know that I share a credit with Ryan Phillippe?
No.
One of the Getty-thons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah. We didn't share the screen, though. I sent in a recorded piece for that.
Well, it's his fault that Chaos is italic.
Okay. A couple more questions here before Jackie says birthday. And she will say birthday.
And Jackie, if you have questions, please,
So I
please.
see there's a movie here that it says
Speaks for itself.
He says the rules, and this movie is called Lifeguard, and I think that's when he's like,
Rule number 1, no horseplay by the pool.
There is no movie called Lifeguard. Don't
Okay.
fuck with me.
and then
I will
way
say there's
at
a
the-
movie on here, Dan, called Wild Card, and his name is like Frank Wild or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought you'd like that.
His
And he
name
does
is-
kill a guy with a card.
and I think his name is Wild Card. And then way at the top here it says Horse Feathers, 1932.
No
roll
Don't
at all.
lie about it. You guys, we
It
will be
says Zeppo,
posting.
yes, and Zeppo
we will
dies
be
in
posting
it.
the document for you all to review and for you to share your thoughts
It
on.
says, does Zeppo play his own brother's son? Yes.
Should I share this and make it like editable, like an editable link
No,
so people can
no,
make
no.
edits to it?
No, because you can't trust people with that sort of thing.
Well,
And
I just want to say
no,
that
no.
I did make a perfect formula for finding out whether or not a movie is a Jason Statham movie or just a movie that Jason Statham is in. And a lot of people probably didn't think that I could do that, but I did do that.
Now that the 15 people that listen to this have turned it off, I want to ask one final question. When I was reading through the Wikipedia filmography, I made a choice to leave out a couple of motor racing documentaries that he narrated.
Not included.
Okay.
Did not include those.
Yeah. And it looked like, yeah, you also made the same. And
That Jean-Claude Van Damme documentary didn't include it.
yeah. It just seems like you were going along the same sort of line of thinking that I was thinking there when
Yeah.
I thought about that there.
Not
so.
interested.
Okay.